Hey guys, Dr. Morse, injury experts. So we get an update finally on Bucky Irving. Now he's missed the good part of a month and they are coming off of a bye, but we still hadn't had any updates. So we didn't know to the true severity if this is shoulder, is this his foot, or is this both? Now, we finally get this update right here saying no, he's not practicing today, Wednesday, heading into week 10 against the Patriots, but he is in the rehab phase of his ability to return, and he's running. So what does that tell us? Remember, if you go back, he was dealing with two injuries. One, a foot, probably midfoot sprain, a milder one, and two, a shoulder injury. That one went a little bit under the wayside, and that's probably the one that's holding him out the longest. But what's important to understand here is that he's not taking hits yet, which tells me that the shoulder is not ready. So I would not be surprised if Bucky misses again week 10, and we may be looking closer to week 12 or 13 than week 11. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm not really overly worried about the foot, which is why he's able to run. I need him to be able to catch and to be able to take hits without worrying about that shoulder dislocating again. And reportedly, it's the left shoulder based on the last video and photo he put on his Instagram of him wearing basically a brace with a pad right here, which told me, yes, it was his left shoulder. And that's traditionally worn with a shoulder dislocation. So when we have that, that tells me he's sublux out, similar to Xavier Worthy. And then a lot of the times you have a lot of instability and pain. Now, this is traditionally something that I do stem cells in, but a lot of these guys eventually will have a labral repair. Now, it's not worth it to have it during the season because it will end his season. So he's basically got to rehab this to the point where he can try to be stable, but he will always be at risk for re-injury to this for the rest of the season. So Rachaad White should never be on the waiver wire in any league unless it's super shallow, because Bucky Irving, unfortunately, is high risk going forward. Now, it's unclear when he will return, but if he's not practicing today and he hasn't been able to take any hits, unless he's able to start taking hits tomorrow or the next day, I just don't think it's realistic for him to return in basically 4 days. That is going to lead to week 11. And since they don't have a bye anymore, every time he misses is going to be a game. So that will kind of lead us up to about next week to see, hey, is he starting to take hits? So I think week 11 is possible. I think week 12 is more likely. I don't think week 10, based on what we know now, is realistic. So plan accordingly.